It's good to be home.
Oh, who are you trying to kid?
Wendy will be having a tea now, Dad.
Fuck!
Hey, good day, little lady.
How did it go?
Oh, we're brilliant, old Marlon. Oh, you should have come.
Excuse me, I've got to make a phone call.
What's up with him?
Oh, I'll tell you later. Hey, we've got some great pledges for you. Get Sam up. Hey, he'll love the one we've got for him.
Zach, Sam's not here.
Oh, has he gone?
Prison?
Tell me he said Preston.
Why would our Sam go to Preston?
Jail. Houghton Police Station.
Paddy? Tea?
Oh, what happened?
Oh, it's all right. You fell asleep.
Flippin' heck! Dad's back today. You couldn't wait 24 hours.
Kelly?
Time to go.
Cheers. Right, I'm off to bed for the week.
Oh, lucky you. I'm going to face 24 hours solid interrogation.
Oh, thought you said she didn't care anymore.
It's not going to stop her name now, is it?
No. I'll catch you for that later. See you for a pint. Don't start too soon.
Morning, Paddy. Or was it the end of a late night with a lucky lady?
Yeah.
We had a drink. He fell asleep.
If I told you a lie like that, you'd slap my face and tell me you weren't born yesterday.
He was on the sofa, not in my bed.
I know why you did it. You wanted to be caught out by Dad. Wanted to hurt him. Dad!
Your international rock star is home. Come here. Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
We've all missed you. Even her. So, tell us about it. Were you a big hit?
Oh, it's the stuff dreams are made of, love. Made life here seem almost bearable. Oh, come here.
Everything okay?
Yes. Why shouldn't it be?
Well, you only rang the foster parents at 8 o'clock. You didn't even give them much chance to think about this.
Well, what's there to think about? She's only here for a day visit. She'll be back with them tonight.
I don't suppose you said anything to Emma before she went to school?
She'd only have said no. But it'll be different when she sees Jerry.
You don't have to explain. I'm not your mother, you know. I don't sit up half the night worrying about you.
Betty, I'm sorry. I had too much to drink and I fell asleep at a mate's house. I'm sorry.
I've told you. You don't have to explain and you don't have to apologise.
Right. Work, then.
Still can't believe you've done this. Shot my boy. Your own flesh and blood.
Well, technically, he gave himself up.
Technically, I could rip your arm off and beat you to death with this soggy end. He was brainwashed.
You could wash Sam's brain in a thimble.
Something escaped? I do hope not.
Escaped?
You are from a zoo?
Australia, mate. This morning.
I soon picked up our accent.
We're looking for Sam Dingle.
A dingo? Is that what's escaped?
Oh, I didn't know a jet lag could be catching.
We've come for my son, Sam. He gave himself up last night and it was a mistake.
Sam. Ah, nice lad.
Can we see him?
Ah, no problem.
Well?
Oh, you'll catch him in court. He left off there in a van half an hour back.
What happened to you this morning?
It's not this morning that worries me.
Sounds promising.
Zoe, have you ever... Well, you know when you've had too much to drink, have you ever done anything you might not want to remember?
Like?
Oh,
Mandy! Oh, you still here then?
Oh, how could I leave?
Well, I phoned Betty and she said you weren't there. So I thought you'd gone away again.
Yeah, I had a call out as an emergency.
You got another one now.
What, Zach's pigs?
No, Zach's son, our Sam.
Mandy, I'm a vet.
What's happened to Sam?
Oh, he's been arrested. Well, no, he's handed himself in. He's needing in court soon.
Mandy, I thought you just said a second ago, I am a bet.
Yeah, with more brains than all my family put together, Paddy, I need you there.
And me?
I don't need two of you.
I mean, I might need him.
Zoe, I'm jet-lagged. And right now, I'm not in control of my emotions.
He's yours. Thanks a lot. Bye. All schoolrooms. Yes, just a moment, please.
Dee, booking for the wine bar, love.
Thanks, Paddy.
Was you expecting a call then?
Not heard from Doug, that's all. His mobile switched off.
Well, you've got his home number, haven't you? Or are you worried about who's going to answer?
Betty, I don't think I...
He's a man, love. They're all saying they're not to be trusted. You take my Paddy, for instance. Nicer fella you couldn't wish to meet last night. Doesn't come home.
Oh, he was here.
Well, he said he spent the night at a mate's.
First time I've heard Viv Windsor described as a mate.
Eric, you shouldn't insinuate things like that.
Well, it's a fact. Paddy and Viv left here last night after consuming vast amounts of champagne. 2 bottles of the stuff.
Well, that's a relief then, because, I mean, if he was going to go off the rails, Viv Windsor's last person in June.
Eric. Hello, Lisa. On your own, are you?
Yeah.
And where's the only villain the Australians ever returned, eh?
If you mean Zach, he's in court.
Oh, don't tell me he's been done for smuggling in a kangaroo to improve his family breeding stock.
Eric, listen with your ears for once instead of your mouth.
Zach asked me to come and get you. It's Sam. He's in court. He needs your help.
Lisa, 1, Sam's obviously given himself up seeking justice. 2, the last time I tried to help him, it cost me an arm and a leg when he jumped bail. No thank you.
Eric, you must go. It was your fault he stole that plate in the first place.
And Zach says if you don't come, it'll cost you an arm and a leg anyway.
On my way.
A woman I know in Skipdale's recommended a private clinic. She says they're understanding.
About our position, do you mean?
Not that it should make any difference, of course.
Well, I suppose they've got their reputation to consider.
You've been doing their bit for Mummy, Daddy, and 2.4 children, rather than being a refuge for desperate dykes who want to have a baby without a man.
Zoe, don't say it like that. That sounds awful.
I'm sorry. Getting all wound up about it.
Do you still want to go, though?
Yeah, I think... Yes, of course I do. It's just... if I don't do it soon, I'll probably lose my nerve.
All stand.
We're here for you, son. Right. Got any bright ideas, lad?
Nope.
I thought you said he could help.
Never been in a courtroom in my life.
Who's representing the defendant?
I am, Your Worship. Mr. Dingle would like to plead guilty to both the charges of theft and not answering bail, and would like to ask the court if he could...
Guilty? There's been some misunderstanding. Tell her, Cocker.
And who are you?
Lad's father, Your Worshipful.
Oh, yes, I recognise you now without the hat. Samuel's carrying on the family tradition, is he?
Look, our Sam, well, he's a brick short of an oddful, you know. Lights on, but no one at home.
Mr. Dingle, I have not asked for character witnesses, good or bad. You will sit down and keep quiet, or I will clear the court. Not more of your family, surely.
Oh, as good as, you know. Yeah, Eric is, well, he's like a second father to our Sam.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Well, let's hope he's a better example than the first one.
Huh?
Right. Can we get on with the hearing now? Mr. Ryan, your client has pleaded guilty to the original charge of theft and to not answering bail. I'm about to consider the sentence. Would you like to say anything?
Mitigating circumstances, character witnesses. Will you do something, you daisy?
Whilst I might agree with every one of your sentiments, young lady, this is a court of law.
Eric Pollard here. He can tell you about Sam and all about that plate.
I'm sorry, Your Worship. Is this okay?
Yes, carry on.
I'm the employer of the... sorry. I was the employer of the defendant, Your Honour. I was the one who stood bail.
And it cost you £500.
Yeah, well, despite that, I feel guilty about what happened. He's a simple lad, dysfunctional family life, that sort of thing.
I have read the probation officer's report.
I know the Dingle family, Your Honour. Look at them, no wonder the poor lad's confused.
Confused?
Sam, well, was not meaning to steal plate. Being a Dingle, he panicked when the hue and cry went up, and even more so when the police officer joined the chase. Given the same circumstances, I wonder, would Your Honour do the same thing?
Save the grandstanding, Mr. Pollard. I've 2 drunken disorderlies and a taking without consent this afternoon.
Sending him to prison would do no one any good, least of all himself.
And sending him back into the Dingle household would?
Well, I would be very happy to continue my sponsorship of his future.
You gonna pay me?
See what I mean about simple, Your Worship? My lovely wife and I would be very happy to help with Samuel's future, with good employment and, of course, good examples. The family may not be yours or mine, but in their own simple way, they are solid.
If he says from the neck up, he's dead.
And, of course, one of Samuel's greatest pleasures in life is helping me with my community work. It has to be said that he is a great asset to the community. I beg you, please be lenient with him.
Hear, hear.
There you go, Jack. Thanks, Alan. I'll be out of your way this afternoon. Ma's cottage is empty now.
It's up to you, of course, but you're very welcome to stay.
Thanks.
I don't know why people bother getting married when they're going to jump into bed with the spouse's best friends.
Welcome to the club.
Does it get any easier?
Oh, no. You just find new ways of making a fool of yourself.
Thanks a lot.
I was worrying my Paddy might have got up to no good last night.
I'm sorry.
No, then I found out he were with you.
Samuel Dingle. It was in my mind to impose a custodial sentence, but frankly, I'm not sure that that would achieve anything more than another overcrowded prison cell. I was impressed by the plea for clemency from such an upright businessman as Mr. Pollock.
Nearly right.
You are fined £100, plus damages to the antique shop in the sum of £300 to cover the retail value of the plate you stole and smashed, plus £50 for not answering to your original bail. I am doing this because you did eventually surrender to the police rather than waste their time in looking for you.
And the period of time to pay, Your Worship?
No, Mr. Ryan. The damages may be paid over an agreed period, but I want the fine paying before Mr. Dingle is released.
You take Aussie dollars, Dad?
No.
Oh, no. Not again.
Someone work for you, pay it off.
No, please. Not that.
Sorry, Your Worship. It looks like Sam will have to stay in court while we sort out some way of...
OK.
Would a cheque suffice, Your Worship?
Very well. You're free to go, Mr. Dingle.
I'm sure she recognises us, Tony.
Is that why she spent most of the day crying?
Oh, don't be wrong. You know, she's ever so like Em was.
Guess what? Emma's going to play Juliet.
What's she doing here?
Don't start, Em. She's just here on a visit.
Caught the bus, did she? Rang up and arranged to come round for tea.
Your mother and I thought you might like to see her.
Then why didn't you ask? I don't really need this now.
Em!
Leave her. She'll come round.
I did warn you.
She's part of the family, Will. She belongs here with us.
And Emma? Do you really want this to drive her away like it did to Charlie? She's just got over all this mess. I can't believe you two.
Well done, Sam!
Hey, Wendy'll be in bed now.
All right, I give up. Who's Wendy?
She's wonderful, Paddy.
Fell in love, didn't he?
Only Butch could find the ideal woman and leave her on the other side of the world.
If only that were funny, Sam.
Never mind. You're back sharing a room with me now.
Hey, didn't I hear someone mentioning the word presents earlier?
Oh, yeah. Well, oh, there you go.
Cheers. Nigel Ibbott smells from down under. I've got it.
No, that's the special Australian edition with the recipes for beer batter and that.
And I have heard that Inu pie is in great demand in Houghton. Mind you, you need 4 strong women to pull the wishbone. Do I get out?
Yeah, of course you do, Sam.
Yeah.
Ray.
It's a musical instrument, our son.
What do I do with it?
You blow it, Sam.
Oh. Hey, there's something inside here. Looks like a spider. Oi! Oh, my God.
Dad's taking Jerry back now.
Good.
Don't you want to say goodbye?
I said goodbye weeks ago.
Emma, you're being so selfish.
I'm being selfish.
Jerry's part of our lives. We can't just turn our backs on her.
I don't want her. I want to go back to being a kid. The kid I was before.
I wish it was that easy.
It is. That's exactly what I was doing.
Look, you don't have to look after her. Dad and I have talked about it. We'll adopt her.
No.
So that's it, is it?
Yes. Mum, I knew what I was doing when I gave Jerry up for adoption. I thought about it long and hard, deciding it was the best thing for her.
But you don't have to bring her up. We will.
No. I just have to live with her, hating her, being reminded every day of the mistake I'd made. You really aren't thinking about me in any of this, are you?
Oh, Em, of course we are. We know how you feel.
No, that's just it. If you had any idea of the way I really felt, you wouldn't be doing this to me. I made my decision for my baby and me, and I'm not changing my mind. Believe me, I want what's best for her, and I'm afraid that has to mean her not being a part of my life. I'm just sorry you can't respect that.
Have you ever heard of a Sydney funnel web?
No.
Well, this just might be the luckiest day in your life, rather than your last. Their bite is deadly. Well, even in Australia, where they'll have a serum to combat the poison, I doubt they'd have much stock in Skipdale.
Oh, Paddy, you're an hero!
Yes, I am.
I don't know. It looks like a common garden house spider to me. My flat's full of them.
Well, I'll tell you what then, Marlon. You stick your fingers in that jar and you tell me which one you think it is.
Well, I don't think drowning your sorrows is the answer, Jack, lad.
No. Ned, I lay awake all last night wondering, what made me do it? Was I just clinging on to my youth, trying to prove I could still pull?
Hey, we all need to know that, mate.
Yeah, but most of us don't run off with the first vulnerable woman that comes along. And a friend, for God's sake.
And he was saying that's all it was?
I wish I could. I wish I could tell you that. I wish I could tell Sarah that. The trouble is, it wasn't.
I don't think you know what it was.
I care for Rachel, Ned. Love her, maybe.
Yeah, but it is over, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the hell of it all. I still love Sarah. Still wanted to go back to the way it all was.
I don't think she's having that, Jack. Not now. And I don't think she's going to change her mind either.
I know. I wish it could all be straightforward. I wish I could just go to Rachel, tell her I still love her, and I want to be with her for the rest of my life. I mean, it wouldn't make me feel any better about what I've done to Sarah, but at least it might make all this mess worthwhile.
Look, why don't you leave it for a few weeks, you know, let things settle down a bit. Then you might see things clearer and, well, you might know what you want.
I'm thinking clear enough. And I've messed up my whole life. I've messed up Sarah's, I've messed up Rachel. That's 2 women's lives that have been completely wrecked by me. I tell you, Ned, realising that takes some coming to terms with.
Hey, Mr. P, Paddy's just saved my life.
There was a poisonous spider in his didgeridoo.
Oh.
Now, why do I believe that without question?
So I'm a bit late. I've been working on some great new Nigel Libet recipes.
Hey, Eric, I'll have roast crocodiles, but make it snappy. What shall I do, Mr. P?
You really want me to tell you?
By Matt, well, Paddy's reckon I owe you hundreds of pounds. And the only way I'll get that sort of money is by working for you.
That spider, I think I'd like to put my fingers in the jar.
Champagne again tonight?
Again? Oh, no, we better get over to the Woolpack and see Alan and see when you're going to start working again.
Oh, can I drink here first? Like the sound of champagne, not to mention taste.
No, you want to go to bed, won't you, with a lot of jet lag?
Oh, don't be stupid.
Mr. Pollard, I could play with me, what's it? Entertain your customers like.
Not in this lifetime, Sam, eh?
Maybe when I've had some more practice then.
Oh, come on, Sam. We can go and threaten him at Woolpack, see if we can get some free drinks.
I'll tell you what, Al. Aussie theme pubs are getting to be all the rage. We should give them a go.
I really don't think so.
Guest beers.
Barbecues?
Well, exactly.
In North Yorkshire in winter?
How bad is this?
You look ready for bed?
But you say that to all the boys.
I told you, nothing happened.
I know what you told me.
You get the third degree, then? Frankly, mate, I wish I had. She didn't ask me a single question. Shows how much she cares, doesn't it?
We've got to talk. Kelly's got this idea that you and me, you know.
But we didn't, did we? And Mandy can't find out.
Well, what about me? I'm a married woman.
I'm not very married from what you were saying last night.
That's not quite the point. I'll see you later.
What's she want?
Nothing.
Bet Mandy doesn't know where you were last night, does she?
No. Look.
Yes, Paddy?
Kelly's first. And I'm buying.
Oh, how kind.
Same as before?
And a bag of crisps. You do realise one word from me to my dad and you'd be dead.
Your dad's a reasonable man.
And Mandy, is she reasonable too?
You. I'll tell you what. You buy your mates another round later. And please, not a word, not to anyone.
Cheers.